For centuries, the narrative has remained constant. Africa, the resource-rich continent, continues to import cheap products from the West while exporting its raw materials. It's a cycle that seems ingrained in the DNA of the continent, leaving many Africans feeling powerless and trapped in a cycle of dependency. But what if this narrative is about to change dramatically? What if a quiet revolution is brewing in Zimbabwe? A revolution that could not only transform Zimbabwe, but also has the potential to shift the very balance of power in the global economic order? Today, we delve into the heart of this revolution. Join me as we explore the revolutionary invention that's quietly challenging global power structures and putting Africa on the brink of an unprecedented energy independence. In the quiet laboratory hidden in Harare, Zimbabwe, a silent revolution has been forming for years. Maxwell Chikumbutso, a Zimbabwean inventor and scientist, has been toiling away in relative obscurity, working on a groundbreaking idea that could change everything. Maxwell's inventions were seen as impossible, laughable, or against science itself. But today, those same inventions are being placed on the market. Maxwell's technology promises something that people have long desired but never thought possible: real energy freedom. Maxwell Chikumbutso, a name that has been whispered in hushed tones in the halls of power in Zimbabwe and beyond. For over a decade, he has been regarded as either a myth, a legend, or simply someone who was far ahead of his time. But now the world is taking notice. Maxwell is not just a dreamer. He is a doer. He is the mastermind behind a technology that could redefine the future of energy production, consumption, and control. Imagine a world where every home and business could harness limitless clean energy from the very air around us. A world where the shackles of energy dependence are thrown off and the keys to energy independence are placed firmly in our hands. Welcome to the world that Maxwell has been quietly crafting in his laboratory. For over a decade, Maxwell has dedicated his life, his work, to developing a revolutionary technology that could put an end to our reliance on fossil fuels. And now, the world is on the verge of witnessing the fruits of his labor. Now brace yourself for what could be the most groundbreaking revelation of our time: Maxwell's self-powered cars. Imagine a sleek, modern electric car that doesn't need to be plugged in to function. A car that runs endlessly, powered by what Maxwell calls micro-energy systems. Micro-energy systems, a term that encapsulates Maxwell's genius. These systems are like miniature powerhouses, drawing natural energy frequencies from the air and amplifying them to power everything from cars to homes. It's a concept that sounds almost otherworldly, a concept that many would dismiss as mere fantasy. Yet Maxwell has brought it to life. The world recently got a glimpse of these self-powered cars when one lucky buyer in South Africa posted a video of himself driving for 36 straight hours without refueling or recharging. This feat astonished the world, shaking it to its core. It raised more questions than answers. How can a car run without fuel or a battery charge? Is Maxwell's technology really as revolutionary as it seems? The video went viral, igniting debates in mainstream media and pushing tech forums worldwide to ask the question that no one dared ask before. What if Maxwell was right all along? Maxwell's micro-generators, small boxes that could supply electricity to an entire house, are being sent to rural villages in Malawi, Tanzania, and Kenya. These devices, powered by Maxwell's ingenious micro-energy systems, harness the surrounding energy and provide a steady flow of electricity without solar panels, without wind turbines, and without burning fuel. What used to sound like a fairy tale is now changing lives quietly but powerfully in one surprising live stream. Maxwell appeared inside a hidden testing center. Beside him stood a shiny silver self-powered SUV. With no notes and no teleprompter, he spoke with confidence. Africa does not need permission to lead. We have already built the future, and now we are sharing it. His words echoed across the internet. Within 12 hours, more than 3 million people had tuned in. By the next morning, Maxwell's official website had crashed under heavy demand. People were no longer just curious, they were buying. One leaked report from a European energy consortium revealed that leaders there are desperately asking for urgent talks with Maxwell's team. And the reason is clear. If these devices can scale up worldwide, social media lit up with hashtags like Joander's Maxwell Effect, Self-Power Africa, and Chikumbutso Challenge, all spreading across tech communities online. What makes this achievement even more remarkable is the background from which it emerged. Zimbabwe, often overshadowed by challenges, is now taking center stage thanks to Maxwell's brilliance. In a nation that has faced numerous economic and political hurdles, Maxwell's invention serves as a beacon of hope, demonstrating that greatness can emerge even in the face of adversity. His story is an inspiration not just for Zimbabwe, but for the entire continent of Africa. Maxwell's work is not only changing the way we think about energy, it is also transforming the way we view Africa's place in the world. Maxwell did not answer Musk directly. Instead, he let his machines do the talking. A week later, a convoy of his self-powered SUVs rolled into Kigali, Rwanda for a public test. There were no charging stations, no fuel depots, just the cars themselves. Journalists, engineers, and even skeptics flown in from MIT and the University of Tokyo came to see with their own eyes. The event was soon called Africa's Electric Independence Day. Every SUV finished a 1,000-kilometer journey without using fuel, charging cables, or even solar support. One MIT engineer was overheard saying, "If this data stands up in our labs, then this isn't just next-gen, it's post-electric." But the story was not only about cars. Maxwell's home units, about the size of a small toaster, began shipping to early households. Whole villages that had lived off-grid were suddenly powering lights, ridges, and irrigation pumps. In one village in Malawi, farmers held a night celebration under new electric lights. When a journalist asked an elder how it felt, he simply said, "We were told to wait for help, but now help came from one of our own." As word of Maxwell's groundbreaking work spread, the world began to take notice. Governments, corporations, and individuals all expressed keen interest in his inventions. But amidst this growing interest, Maxwell remained grounded, committed to his vision of a world powered by clean, sustainable energy. And now, the plot thickens. Enter the mysterious investors. Venture capital firms from Silicon Valley, sovereign funds from the Middle East, and even tech giants began circling. Rumors suggested that Apple quietly sent engineers to study the technology. Google's research wing reportedly asked about licensing. But Maxwell, ever the visionary, had a different plan in mind. Instead of selling out, he opened parts of the design to the public, allowing African universities and young innovators to build their own versions. He explained, "If the West had this, they would patent it and protect it. But we are not here to protect power. We are here to share it." This bold move shook the world, sending ripples of surprise and admiration across the globe. It is a tale of ingenuity, determination, and the unwavering pursuit of excellence. But the journey has not been without its challenges. Despite the global interest and excitement surrounding Maxwell's inventions, there are forces that fear the disruption that his technology could bring. The $7 trillion energy industry stands to lose billions if Maxwell's tech is adopted worldwide. So it's no surprise that some would want to silence him. But Maxwell remains steadfast, unfazed by the challenges that come his way. He is driven by a higher purpose, a purpose to liberate humanity from its dependence on fossil fuels and usher in a new era of clean, sustainable energy. Despite the skepticism and opposition, Maxwell has pressed on, refining his technology and sharing his knowledge with the world. He has inspired a new generation of African innovators to take their place on the global stage and show the world what they are capable of.